Well, hey there, Southern Maryland divers. This is Paul. I am the owner, and we are going to be doing a product review video today. I know I haven't done some in a while, so I'm glad to be able to get back to these, and they seem to be very much appreciated on our YouTube channel. So hopefully we can get you some more of these out here very shortly. So today we're going to go over the SeaLife Sport Diver S underwater housing for your phone or your smart device. SeaLife has a couple of these. We're going to go over this one first, and then I'll go over the Ultra housing, which is the higher end version of their housing. It's the next step up from this. This housing is made for a whole list of phones. I will put that link in the description for the YouTube video so that you can click on it and check and make sure that your phone is compatible with this housing. I haven't come across one yet that doesn't fit in a housing that they make. This one is a little bit smaller, so if you have one of the really big phones, you might end up needing to get the Ultra housing, but we can go over that later. So the Sport Diver S is one of their newer products. It is designed more for your leisure or resort type diver, somebody that dives 2 or 3 times a year and is not likely to go below 100 feet, because that's what it's depth rated for. The housing is made to work with your phone, which brings along a big list of benefits. Probably one of my most favorite benefits of that is that you can get out of the water and post your pictures on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform you prefer, without having to transfer files or pull a card out or do any of that stuff. You can send your pictures to your friends and family, show them what you were seeing. You know, that really cool video of the turtle swimming right next to you, you can send that to your grandma as soon as you get the phone out of the housing. So that's one of the biggest benefits that I see for myself with this. Very hesitant for many years to put my phone in the water, especially because they're expensive, but they really do have some awesome cameras on them. And SeaLife has taken away one of the fears that I had, which was of course flooding my phone. And I'm going to show you how they did that. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. You see, we open it up and there is looks like a soft case for the housing there. And that's the housing itself. There are some quick start instructions here. There's the anti-leak or leak detection system pump. Here you have anti-glare strips. That's to keep the glare from coming back in. That'll go on the inside of the housing there. You have an extra O-ring, which is really nice because they did not used to include those, and they're expensive. Let's see what else we got here. You have these are the tabs that you use on the inside of the housing for different phones to make sure it fits in there securely. I'll show you how that works in a minute. This little bag has a moisture muncher, and I'm going to explain that in a minute as well. I have an O-ring removal tool. This is handy to get that O-ring out. It sits in a groove in here. I'll show you that as well. A lanyard for the housing so that you can put it around your wrist and not lose it. And then last but not least, you have your batteries, which will control the housing. I'll explain that in a second. And you have your silicone grease for the O-ring. So, a real quick overview of this. It's depth rated to 100 feet, 30 meters. It is Bluetooth and battery operated. When you pick it up, you can tell it's just made really solid. I mean, it's got some weight to it. That being said, it's not too heavy. It's only 1.4 pounds. So as far as when you're traveling and stuff, that's a very good advantage of having something that's a little bit less weight. There's your lanyard attachment point. When you go to open this, it has this little lock piece here that you have to push and then twist. So if I try to open this now, it won't open. That's so you don't accidentally open it underwater. So you're going to push and then twist, and then it's going to open up. The O-ring I was mentioning earlier is this red piece around here, and it sits in a groove. So it is good practice to take that out every once in a while and clean the O-ring. So I'll run it under some warm water with some mild dish soap like Dawn. Clean it all off, and then take a paper towel and dry it. Make sure there's no dust or anything in there, and then go ahead and lube it back up. I'll put just a little bit of silicone in between my fingers and just run it around the O-ring. The purpose of the silicone is to make sure that the O-ring does not bind when you're putting it back into here. It's not to create the seal or anything along that lines. In fact, if you use too much silicone grease, a lot of times what can happen is it can actually attract dirt and debris, and then you will end up with something in between the seal causing a leak. So best practice is to not use a lot of the silicone on there, just enough to have a little bit light coating. Also, when you take this O-ring off to clean it, I always take a paper towel and I'll run it through this groove that the O-ring sits in, just to get that nice and clean. I do also have a toothbrush that I use to get in there. If I really need to clean it, I'll get in there with a toothbrush and just work it around, and then take the paper towel around the edge. That's just some tips and tricks. All right, so you have a couple unique things about this housing. You have a water sensor. So if you see down here, it says water sensor. If moisture or water gets into the housing, it's gonna alarm. Now, somewhat different from the Ultra housing and the original housing they had. This one does not have an audible alarm built in. This one has a LED that's going to flash at you. So that is one of the features that this case does not have, is that audible alarm going off. So that's why it's a little bit cheaper. The tabs that I mentioned earlier that you can move, these guys here, you can pull them out, and there's different size tabs in here to be able to make your phone fit in here. And those instructions are very, very easy to understand and spelled out as far as how to make sure your phone fits in there properly. So you'll have no problem doing that. Here's your battery compartment. It takes 2 AAA batteries, which are included. I always like to change my batteries out before a trip, so I'll put brand new batteries in there before I go on a trip, just so that I don't have to worry about not having a signal. And then you have this little thing in here. You see it says Moisture Muncher. That's what this guy is. And SeaLife sells these separately as well. And I would want to get a pack of these to keep on hand. Because what happens is this goes, I'm not going to open it, because as soon as you open it, it starts attracting moisture and losing its life. You're going to stick it in here, and it's purple when it comes out of here. And then as it gets saturated with moisture and stuff over time, it's going to turn blue, and then you'll pop it out and put a new one in. So what it does though is you put it in here, and once you seal this, there will just by nature be some moisture in the air in there. And so instead of it fogging up your lens as soon as you hit the cooler water, it's going to the Moisture Muncher is going to pull the moisture out of the air. You're going to have nice dry air in there and help keep it from fogging. The interface for this with your phone is actually through a free app that SeaLife has, downloadable for Android and iOS. It's 100% free. You don't have to monthly subscribe or anything, and it's Bluetooth connected to here. And so once you set it up, I'm going to do another video with this, actually walking through the entire process. But once you open the app, it's going to link to the housing. It's going to say, it's going to step you step by step through how to do it. So you're going to close the housing with the phone in there, click it like this, and then the next step, and this is the piece that made me commit to getting one of these for my phone, was you take this, and it'll tell you to bring the pressure pump up, and on the screen of your phone you're going to have what looks like a little fuel gauge almost, and there'll be a zone in there and a dial. As soon as you start pumping on this, there's a pressure sensor in here that's going to sense the reduced pressure in the housing, and that little dial on your phone is going to kind of creep up, and once you get into the green zone, that's where you're going to stop. It'll say stop and remove and replace the cap. You're going to replace the cap, and then it's going to start a timer. You're going to set it down. You're going to wait, I believe it's 3 minutes. It's going to have a countdown for 3 minutes. And in that 3 minutes, as long as this housing does not detect any kind of pressure change on the inside, that means you are sealed and you don't have to worry about a leak. Now, that being said, what's really unique about it is it's not going to let you take pictures on the app unless that seal check is fixed. So really it would make no sense to get in the water without a properly sealed housing because you wouldn't be able to take pictures. So now, once it's sealed, everything works. All of these buttons here are actually Bluetooth controlling the phone as far as taking the pictures. So there's no worries about having a physical bulkhead through where you can have a leak. It's all done through Bluetooth. This is your shutter button here. Another unique piece about this is through the modes and the menus, which I'll show you on the other video. You can go into all the different versions of the phone that you have. So you can go into all, if you have one of the phones that has like the 3 cameras on it, you can go into all 3 settings for that: narrow, wide, super wide. You can go into the video setting. You can actually zoom in your videos, which is fairly unique. And then of course I love it for a safety stop. If you're bored at your safety stop, you can pull up your videos and watch your videos. Or occasionally I'll do some light decompression diving, you know, where I have 10 or 15 minutes worth of stops, and that'll make it a little bit more bearable. So yeah, but that's it. You have a couple tripod mounts down here, or if you wanted to mount a, if you wanted to put this on a tray, have some handles on the side, or maybe perhaps some lights, because lights really do make a huge difference. You could do that fairly easily. This is a great product, especially if you want to get into taking some really great pictures without having to spend all the money on a big system. These cameras on these phones nowadays are absolutely amazing. The software behind them, processing and stuff, is really great. So you already have a phenomenal camera. Why not take it underwater and skip buying a new one? Have never had a problem with leaking yet, and I've gotten some absolutely phenomenal footage as well as pictures with the SeaLife housing. So that's the SeaLife Sport Diver S. We have them in stock in the shop, so you can stop in and pick one up, or I'm going to put the website link below where you can order it online. We'll ship it to you, not a problem. And happy to provide these videos to give you some glimpse into what you're going to get when it shows up on your doorstep. If you have any questions, please reach out. The website is www.somdformarylanddivers.com, just like on the sticker. You can reach us at 443-295-3225, or email us at paul@somddivers.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have about the SeaLife Sport Diver S housing. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.